Hey, what is up, you guys? In today's video, we have another Jurassic World Rebirth toy unboxing, and today we are going to be taking a look at the Spinosaurus Danger Set, which is really awesome. I'm super excited to get this because I do have the other Spinosaurus, the Tail Thrasher one, and this is going to be the second Spinosaurus that we see in the movie. I hope they make a third one soon so that I can get that, and then I have all three of the Spinosauruses. But this figure also comes with some human figures, which I'm very excited about too. But without further ado, let's just get right into this video. So, box, bam, Rebirth logo, the name of the set, Spinosaurus Danger Set, Spinosaurus logo, Mattel, nice window packaging where you can see the figures and stuff. Up here it says like warning, attention, all that stuff. And then here's a barcode right here if you guys want to take a picture of that, take it into your stores to ask people, to ask the workers there to scan it, because that's what I had to do for this figure. But yeah, moving to the side of the box, Rebirth logo. And same thing on the other side, Rebirth logo, but in black. All right, now flipping it around to the back, you can see the nice renders of the figures, which we have seen these renders before. Down here shows you the little case that does open, and then it shows you the utility tool, which is really just a knife. But then you go up here, Rebirth logo at the top, and then Mattel down there. But without further ado, let's just get on to the best part of this video, which is going to be unboxing this. Alright guys, so we have everything out of the box. Here is the Spinosaurus, which is looking very awesome, and just position the feet right. Here are the figures, but obviously the only assembly that is going to be in this set is obviously the Spinosaurus's tail. So let's just do that right now. I don't think there's a certain way it necessarily has to go in. I think it just goes in like this. Yep, there's a nice clicking sound. It's pretty limited for articulation purposes, but that's okay. So let's just get right into this review, I guess. So I guess we're going to be starting with the Spinosaurus itself. Well, actually, let's look at everything that comes in the set. Obviously, you have your Spinosaurus, which is looking very awesome. You have Dr. Henry Loomis, which is really cool. You have a little flare gun right here, which is very small, as you guys can see. You also get a little knife, which is awesome too. You get a gun, which I think this is the gun that they use to capture the DNA for the dinosaurs, which is really awesome. You get Zora Bennett, Scarlett Johansson, as you guys can see right there. And then you also get like a little briefcase, which, yep, just like that. Okay, so let's just get into the review of this. I guess we're just going to start with the Spinosaurus. So, going off paint detailing, the paint on this Spinosaurus is really nice. You have like a base color, which is like a very light brown, which is really awesome. Underbelly, get that same white color that's basically on every single Rebirth figure. But the thing that's different about this Spinosaurus compared to the other one, well, the color scheme and it being smaller, but this sail patterning, as you guys can see, instead of having just like a brown that comes up here with yellow stripes, this time you have like a yellowish orange for the mane, and then you have brown stripes coming down, which is different, simulating that this is a different Spinosaurus that's going to be in the film, which is very, very awesome. You can also see a nice like shading right here, like fading down into the other color, which is very awesome. On the face, don't really know exactly what color. Is it like a green or like a, I don't know. I think it's like a very light brownish yellow or something. I don't know, one of those two. But opening up the mouth, just your basic coloring for a mouth that Mattel does. It's basically the same for every single figure. And then obviously the teeth are rubber. It's the new rubber teeth to make them look a lot more sharp, which is very, very awesome. I guess now moving into sculpting detail. As you guys can just see right there, there is actually a lot of detailing on these newer Rebirth figures, and this one too. As you guys can see, it is super textured. That looks very awesome. It also is textured in the body, as you guys can see right there. Even in the arms, you have like these little bumps right there. You have like wrinkles on the neck right here. You have all the good detailing on the face that you guys can see right there. Scaling, wrinkles, all the above. Then it has the little crest, which were on the other one too. These ones are a lot shorter than the tail thrasher Spinosauruses. Going to the tail, you can see the folds in the paddle tail, which is very awesome. You can see the smaller details just like that, which was also present on the tail thrasher Spinosaurus. Flipping this to the underbelly, the white coloring also doesn't go all the way down to the tip of the tail, but that's on every single Rebirth figure. You see some nice detailing on the neck right here. I love the new Spinosaurus's neck detailing for the new design. You can see a bunch of crocodilian scaling across there. Jurassic World logo on the bottom. Here's the scan code for you guys that want to scan it into the Fax app. Bam, there you guys go. Now getting on to articulation. This figure does have pretty good articulation. The tail moves like this and go up, down. It doesn't really go this way though, as you guys can see. It really doesn't actually go that way at all. Maybe just like a little bit, but it does go this way, which is cool. Its legs can also move. Ankles move. Arms move. They don't move out, but they do swivel like that. The neck has the same thing as the lab lockdown T-Rex. It is a swivel. It doesn't have much movement though. I mean, I can get about that up, that down. Actually, it has a decent amount of movement. You can move side to side just like that. And with this one, it has posable jaws, which is actually very awesome. I do like this. Do love that it has posable jaws, so you can do like stop motion or something, which is very awesome. Now getting into the figures, I guess let's just start with Dr. Henry Loomis. Here he is. He's wearing a blue shirt and some khaki pants. He has a belt and some boots on. And he also has a watch. He has his glasses. He has a beard. There's his haircut. He looks really awesome. I guess getting into articulation. Arms can go up. It's basically just your basic human figure. Arms bend. Like that, as you guys can see. The head moves. It's on a ball joint. The legs can go up. And the knee can bend. And that is going to be... Oh, wait, and then the waist can move. Just like that. That's going to be all the articulation on this figure. So let's just move him back here. Oh yeah, it actually looks pretty similar to Jonathan Bailey. It's pretty good resemblance, which is awesome. Another thing, his arms don't go straight down because I think this is so that he can hold the gun, which I guess is pretty cool. Now moving on to the next character. We have Scarlett Johansson, also known as Zora Bennett. I think she's going to be like the main character. Mine kind of has like a, if you can see, there's like a gap there. It's not too noticeable, but let's just get on to well, she's wearing green shirt at the top. She has this thing that goes around. She's wearing a hat, which is a black color. And then she has black khaki pants on, I'm pretty sure, and then boots. I think all the characters in this movie are going to be wearing boots. So, I guess let's just get on to articulation. Standard. As you guys can see right there. It's basically the same as Jonathan Bailey's character, Dr. Henry Loomis. Bam. There you guys go. And then other things. Here's the gun. It's black, but it also has some yellow throughout it. And I think it can also, yep, it can come apart so that you can store it in the little crate, which is awesome. So let's just move on to the crate then. Bam. There it is. It's basically just all yellow. Has some nice detailing. I do like this up here. That feels you guys can hear that, that feels pretty nice. Obviously, it can open so that you can take your gun, take it off, and set it inside of the little chest. And then also the other things that you can set in there is the little flare and the knife, which is very awesome. Just set those down right there. Also, another thing with the humans, you can get them to hold the stuff. So I guess let's just take these back out. Let's put the gun back. Let's move that out of the way. All right, so let's just take this, clip that together just like that, and you can make her hold it. I'm pretty sure if you just go like this, position her arms right. It's just, well, her arm might not be long enough. Alright guys, so as you can see, I did get her to be able to hold the gun. It was a little bit challenging. She can't really hold it properly because it can't really go across her body. But I did kind of have to dislocate her elbow right there. But as you can see, she is holding the gun, which looks very awesome. And I also got Dr. Henry Loomis's character to be able to hold the flare and the little knife, which is very awesome. But yeah, that's going to be leading out of this. So now let's just get into some size comparisons. Alright guys, so the first size comparison is going to be a size comparison I do in every single video, and this is going to be with a standard Velociraptor and a human figure. And as you guys can see, the Spinosaurus is obviously bigger than the Velociraptor and the human, but comparing the two humans together, well, comparing the humans, bam, you can see the Dr. Henry Loomis isn't, well, I think he's the same height as the Raptor. Comparing him to Owen, I do think Owen is actually a little bit taller, as you guys can see right there. And now taking Scarlett Johansson's character, as you can see, Owen is obviously taller, and the Raptor is obviously taller too, because Scarlett Johansson is shorter than Chris Pratt and Jonathan Bailey's character. So let's just move on to the next size comparison. Alright guys, and the next size comparison is going to be with the Lab Lockdown Tyrannosaurus Rex. And as you guys can see, the Lab Lockdown T-Rex absolutely towers over the humans and the Spinosaurus. I do think this is a good size comparison though, because I do think these new Spinosauruses aren't going to be that big. Well, maybe the Tail Thrasher one is supposed to be like the main like the main Spinosaurus or something, and that's why it's like as big as this T-Rex. But as you guys can see right here, this T-Rex is obviously a lot bigger than all the figures in this pack. But let's move on. Alright guys, and the next size comparison is going to be with the Tail Thrasher Spinosaurus, and as you guys can see, the Tail Thrasher Spinosaurus is a heck of a lot bigger than this Spinosaurus, and the humans obviously. But this is crazy how much bigger this Spinosaurus is. I mean, let's just compare them in lengths real quick. Let's just get, bam, Tail Thrasher out like there. Let's just move the humans over to the side. Okay, bam, there you guys go. As you guys can see, Tail Thrasher is so much bigger than this Danger Set Spinosaurus, as you guys can see. I don't know if this is going to be accurate to the movie or not. Maybe it is, maybe it's not. But I still think this is a really cool comparison, because now we have two of the Spinosauruses from Rebirth, and they are both different too, which I like a lot. So let's just move on to the next size comparison. Alright guys, and this next size comparison is going to be with the D-Rex, the Rumble and Rampage Distortus Rex. And as you guys can see, the D-Rex is a lot bigger than the humans and the Spinosaurus. I do like this size comparison between the Spinosaurus and the D-Rex a lot better than the Tail Thrasher Spinosaurus in this, and then the D-Rex, because I do think this is going to be more accurate to the film with the Spinosaurus being this big. I mean, the Spinosaurus might be a little bit bigger, but I don't think it's going to be as big as the Tail Thrasher Spinosaurus big compared to the D-Rex. So I do really like this size comparison, but let's just go ahead and move on. And the last comparison is going to be with the Legacy Collection Spinosaurus, and obviously it is bigger than this new Spinosaurus. I guess let's just get the lengths compared. I do think it probably will be longer. Just get the tail down like that. Let's bring the Spinosaurus over here. Yeah, as you guys can see, the Legacy Collection one is a little bit longer, but I still think this is really cool. To see these two. I mean, maybe the JP3 Spino might actually appear in Rebirth. We don't know yet. But this is still a very cool size comparison. And here is the humans compared to the Spinosaurus as well. Spinosaurus is obviously bigger. But yeah. Alright guys, and that is going to do it for my review on the Jurassic World Rebirth Spinosaurus Danger Set. I hope you guys enjoyed. If you have not yet, make sure to please like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell to turn on post notifications so you'll never miss another video. And let me know in the comments what you guys think of this set, and also stay tuned for more Jurassic World Rebirth toy videos and news on the movie. This has been Erwin Goji14, signing out. Bye guys. Thank you.